Here we have a new addition that I haven't showed yet. I've been growing them out. They're called a Ctenopoma. They're related to the leopard Ctenopoma. They're related to the gourami family. Some people call them an African bushfish or a leopard gourami or a climbing perch. But they're really like gouramis. I had a problem. I had a lot more than these in there, and they seem to just fight a lot. And I had this problem before. Seems like when you get down to 5 or 7, they stabilize, and not that they quit their fighting, but again, you quit losing them, and what's left does pretty well. They're about, the biggest ones here are about 2 inches long. Got them in there with the Plecostomus, and in those logs, you can't see them, but there are 6 yellow gold Nigrita Synodontis catfish. They mostly just come out at night. In some of my other videos, you've seen I have some large ones in my big tank. These ones are very similar to those. Maybe not as yellow. I'm working on feeding them enough to other things to lighten them up, or to yellow them up. But I wanted to show this little project that I got going on. They're in a 40-gallon breeder tank, and they should be, hopefully, that we're fine here. I got 7 in here, and I got 1 more, and I'll show you real quick in another tank. I didn't think it would make it when they came in, so I was babying it, feeding the bloodworms. It wouldn't eat anything else. So he's right here in this other tank with some Plecostomus. It's in a 10-gallon. And I didn't think he was going to make it, but he just loved bloodworms, so I started feeding him bloodworms, and he's doing great. But I can't throw him in here now. I believe he'll be killed in a day if I throw him in there. I've noticed that anything new that I put in there, they will not tolerate. So he's going to be kept alone. I'm not even a chance that I know what's going to happen. So he eats bloodworms in his tank. These guys here will eat pellets. I've got him eating these Vibra Bites that look kind of like bloodworms, but they love them. Mostly because they stink. You know how any stinky food seems to be like caviar to fish. Unlike their eggs that are caviar. I guess that's not how. I guess that didn't sound right. So I guess I should say it sounds like these are so tasty that to them it's like Reese's to me. How about that? That works. So Reese's to me, stinky food for them. But it's been fun. These guys I really like these fish. I've had them before. They don't seem to ever get quite as big as some of them I've seen on YouTube. I think the key is to not crowd them. So 7 of them, for instance, that I have in here, I don't think will grow as large as if you had one by itself. They seem to really get their growth stunted and don't get huge when you keep them in packs like this. But we'll see. You guys are hungry too. I don't feed my fish on Sundays. I let them fast, just kind of clear out their stomachs. So they're ready to eat. I'll eat them. I'll feed them here shortly. In fact, if you got a second here, I will just do a little feeding video. We'll feed them while we're doing this. How about that? Okay, so here we go. Here they come out. There we go. Maybe hard to see it on there, but they love those things. They kind of sink. Some of them float. there you have it. The Ctenopoma, African bushfish / like 20 other names, but they're fun. See you in the next video.